wholeness, infinite waters flowing to you on point. This is Tarot on Dex, and I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started with our daily check-in. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, the energy, the love, and support. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and share this. Go ahead and share this to your other platforms, profiles, so everybody can get a little piece of it. What's the most important message for the Divine Collective? Okay, Halo. My sunshine has come, and I'm all cried out, and there's no more rain in this cloud. There's no more rain in this cloud. Coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. I see halos. It's like cycles are closing. Or rather, you're evolving. You're seeing things from different perspectives. Similar situations, the shit that you used to trip over, you can hop, skip, and jump over with ease. You're just more mature at this time. Goddess of Wisdom. Purple energy, crown chakra activation is happening for the Divine Collective within the next 24 hours. I see your halo. I see you recognizing how people try to amplify your insecurities, how people will try to use your insecurities as a way to put a steering wheel in your back and drive you. And now that you're catching on to the play, it's like you can maneuver through this world more easily. Heart energy is out here. It's what you used to internalize and think that, well, something is wrong with me. Now you know that anybody who's bringing up that is only somebody who's not working on their own shit. Everybody who working on their shit, not looking at nobody else trying to find fault in them. Because anybody who working on their own shit understands how difficult it is to maintain semblance in this life. Keep your mind right, take care of your bills and your family and shit, and handle your shit, be self-aware. Nobody's going to look at you trying to heal your heart, get your mind right, and go, ha, 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 except somebody who's not doing the work. You understand that at this time. Wrong way energy is out here with insecurity. You say, oh, they're trying to bring up my insecurities as a way to get me to sit down and shut up because somebody brought up their insecurities. It made them sit down and shut up, and they didn't do the work. Is this type of energy? So you're putting on your halo, and it's like the rooms that you're moving through, the environments that you're moving through. People are affected by your electromagnetic energy without you having to do or say anything. That you attract limitless prosperity. It's on you. It's just in your how you react and respond. It's in what you choose to say and what you choose to acknowledge and not. It's not it's not like a button that you have to press. It's not like a certain announcement that you have to make. It's who you are. Authentic. I'm talking about authentic. You've been through some shit too. So it's this energy of people going, wow, is that the same person? Is that the same person I went to middle school with? Is that my cousin? Is that the same person? And you are. It's just that the shit that you went through never made you feel like you couldn't be great. It was an energy that you had to transmute. And because you transmuted such low and dense energy, being in this high frequency happens much easily. Luck is finding you at this time. In the next 24-hour crown chakra activation, that's going to make the Wheel of Fortune open for you. Whereas where there were people who were able to affect your confidence is the word that I want to say. They won't be doing that anymore. You're going to get it. You're going to say, oh, the only reason why you're bringing that up about me is because you're hoping it make me feel insecure like you. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. And it's not just going to be one person like at work or one person at the gym. It's going to be in every situation and iterance. You'll be able to hear it in people's voices over the phone. Interesting. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Cool 24 hours. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Time is a very precious resource. Something that you don't easily get back. So every moment that we get to exchange with one another, I appreciate you. I hope I'm saying something that helps y'all. Leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe, and let's get some messages for the collective over the next 24 hours. What do you need to know most to walk your highest path for your greatest good? Somebody's going through an emotional storm, and I don't think that is you. I really feel like with that last spread that came out and the halo and putting on your crown, you being in this head up, shoulders back type of energy. Does that make sense? Yeah, you getting away from something is causing an emotional storm for somebody. If somebody really thought that they was gonna get away with everything that they was doing to try to usurp you. That's what it was. Oh, I'm gonna just take this from this person. Nobody will ever notice. By the time anybody ever notices, they'll be gone. They'll be gone. They'll be homeless. They'll be broke. No one will be able to find them. They'll be strung out on drugs. They'll be in an insane asylum. They'll be in jail. This is what people. This is what this person that's going through an emotional storm about you over the next 24 hours. They said you were supposed to be out of there by now. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders falling like teardrops, weakened by myself. Baby, they thought they broke you. They thought they broke you. It's like what's his name? Wolverine, how you heal. Loss, grief, energy is out here. The crazy part about it is this person not sad and emotional because they're not sad and emotional because they feel like they did something wrong. They sad and emotional because you got away. They sad and emotional because the conditions that they created, that they expected you to have to exist with, are the ones that they are stuck in. This is what I'm tapped into. Return energy is out here with thinking. They just knew you would come back. They did so much shit, bro. Some of these people was messing with your hair. Some of these people was messing with your like drawers, your socks. Some of these people was putting shit in your food, man. They was connecting, co-creating with other people in your life. These people did so much. When I tell you they went above and beyond and you won a fucking battle that you didn't even know you was in. In the next 24 hours, loyalty energy is out here with shocking. You won a battle that you didn't even know that you was in by being devoted to the divine. That's what I'm tapped into. And God said, just look at me. You was going through the storm. And God was like, just look at me. And it was all this shit happening all around your head. And God said, just look at me, baby. Just look at me. We're going to get through this. Just look at me. And you stay focused on God. I almost feel like I could cry. I almost feel like I could cry because you just was looking at God. You just was looking at God. Baby, them people getting their karma. They getting their karma. All that shit they was trying to make you think was going to happen to you and going to happen around you, to your children, to your life. Baby, you just stayed focused on God. You was just looking at God and God said, come on, I got your hand. Well done. Well done. That's what's on this board. Baby, well done. I just work here. Well done. And you know God ain't going to sit by and vengeance belongs to the Lord. God really like that type of shit. They don't talk about that in the Bible like that, like talking about it. They say it real vague. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. Baby, God love that type of shit. Oh, that's what they thought they was going to do? Okay, cool. God got you in so many ways. You are being released. You are going to get to go for it and enjoy all of the things that these people try to create for you. And they sitting there. They wanted to see you broken. Bowed head and lowered eyes. And they can't lift their chin. Do you understand? Chin up. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm sharing something that helps. I love y'all so much. I am so grateful for the opportunity to share this gift. I always hope I'm sharing something that helps. I love seeing you every morning. Timeless message from whenever you see this. Over the next 24 hours. Over the next 24 hours, what can you expect? You can expect to hear word of somebody who is not doing well. And they may not say, oh, I just will feel real bad about what happened, da 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 da. But you will know. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. I mean, it's coming up. Your stability, your firm foundation. They try, bro. 9, independence, self-assurance, and confidence. Somebody tried to stop. Every time you laid a brick, they thought they was kicking it over. Every time they laid a brick, they thought they was kicking it over. They was throwing bricks at you. You was building a house that they never knew. This is what I'm tapped into. Throat chakra energy is out here. 545 angel number. There's some type of stability, change happening. Like you could be about to move into a new house. This could be like just the way you conduct yourself when you think of moving into a new house. Like materially, it could be like, okay, I'm about to treat my body different. I'm about to see my body get stronger. I'm about to see my finances get stronger. You're moving into a new house. In my father's house, there are many mansions, right? Planning. What does it say? Patience and planning. Take one step at a time. The biggest obstacle that you'll face over the next 24 hours is if you try to like skip a step. If you're climbing up the stairs and you say, I'm going to go 2 steps at a time, you're going to increase the likelihood of you tumbling back down. If you take 1 step at a time, and even if you got to climb up 15 flights of stairs, you say, let me just stop right here. I'm going to catch my breath, and when I feel it again, I'm going to start moving. If you're patient, then you're going to arrive where you're going. But I see a new body. Deception and envy is out here. 575 angel number is showing up. Give me one more on this deception and envy. Love begins. The big, like, this deception and envy card is like, with the emotional loss, it's like not trusting people. Right? 575 angel number. Like, if you recently were involved in a situation or circumstance where someone very close to you, like a family member or a loved one, was not trustworthy, right? Well, then as you're moving forward and establishing yourself, in spite of that, as other opportunities for connection come into your life, you're going to be wary. And you have to be careful of being paranoid. Be cautious, not paranoid. Triumphant success and intuition, right? Trust your intuition, because it's definitely going to lead you toward power, but they ain't them. And not everybody is that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sacral chakra is out here with the throat chakra. And you will be able to discern. You will be able to discern a person's true intentions. You just will, because God doesn't author confusion. Sacral chakra, throat chakra. So when they come to you with real intentions, you're going to sense it in the way that they communicate. But when they come to you with some bullshit, there's going to be some confusion. Some willful ignorance that they exhibit that lets you know they're trying to get you to stumble over your words or stumble over your actions so they can get you up in some bullshit. Be aware. For the most part, I see a victory. I see a victory over conditions that were supposed to oppress and suppress you. I see your throat chakra being activated and your sacral chakra being activated, so there's expression of the downloads that you're getting from the divine. The biggest obstacle is you ain't trust nobody. Shit, hell, for you paranoid as fuck. I don't even know if that's really an obstacle. They just feel like, shit, hell, what you want? Boy, what the fuck do you want? It's like, what you got? Nah, nothing. It's this type of energy. And so ask, don't be afraid to, in the middle of your day, say, God, is this something that's coming from you? Or do I need to be worried about it? That's going to be your most powerful path forward, okay? Get you one of these pendulums like this and see if you can carry it with you where you go. And just ask real quick, right? Is this from you or not? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Y'all double tap that screen. Share the live. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Time is a... Who sent you? Time is a... You plotting on me, boy? Time is a... It feel all funny. Shit. Somebody trying to get loving on you and get to trying to be good to you and treat you right. Oh, this motherfucking shit. What is this? Let somebody love on you. Let's get some messages for the collective. What do we got? Love is the answer. I just fucking work here. Look, he look good too. He kind of attractive. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent. It's crazy because I was saying let somebody love on you, and then this message is for somebody who, you distracted from what you need to be doing because you're looking for a relationship to come into your life and make everything right. That's not. It's like just like a person feel like, oh, I'm gonna smoke weed and it's gonna make everything better, or I'm gonna do this other thing and it's gonna make everything better. No, what makes everything better is balance in all areas of your life. There's this diligence and responsibility, independence and self-assurance that you're trying to skip. Procrastination. Okay, so for some of you, I get that you're looking for love, and that love is a very beautiful thing, but the way that you're going to find somebody who can love you is by learning to love yourself. A lot of you are, especially if you're single at this time, a lot of you are in this place to where it's difficult for you to identify love because you've never really loved yourself. And I know that feels like, what? I love myself. I love myself. It's certain shit you do. You know how a person is grown, and like you deal with a 17-year-old or 18-year-old, and they be like, I'm grown. I'm grown. You're like, shit, pay a bill then, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you deal with an actual adult, and they don't have to make no announcements about them being grown because you could just tell by how they walk and how they talk and how they move that that's a grown motherfucker right there, right? Well, it's the same thing when somebody love himself. When somebody love himself, they don't got to make no announcements. I love myself, bitch. You ain't got to tell nobody because when you love yourself, guess what? It's showing your skin. It's showing who you date. It's showing how you spend your time. And until you love yourself, you're not going to be able to identify anyone in the world who can love you. anything, it all look like love. Attention look like love. Oh, they spending their attention on me. Oh, they keep calling me. Oh, they won't let me go. Oh, they get mad when I talk to somebody else. You don't think that's love? That ain't love, that's attention. Right? But until you really love yourself and say, let me make sure I'm eating right. Let me make sure I'm taking care of my body. Let me get up and clean my house. Let me get up and take care of my kids. Whatever it is, till you really love yourself, then you will look and you'll say, okay, they love themselves. They love themselves. They love themselves. They could possibly love me. But without that, you will look at the people in the world and you will think they doing all of these things. That ain't self-love. That's really slow death. They really slowly killing themselves and spend a lot of money to do it. It's just if you ain't never loved yourself, you won't be able to identify it. Holding on, baby. And this man looked like he rock climbing or some shit like that. I never understood that. You know how they be holding on to the side of the rock and they don't be having no harness or nothing. They decided, let's climb up the side of this motherfucking rock. Motherfucker for what? Tolerating abuse and criticizing. So it's like, it's important for you to, before you do anything else, in regards to anybody else, you got to say, what do I, if you had another person in your life and the relationship was ideal, how would they treat you? What does love from another person look like? That's what you need to tell yourself. Okay, boom. Now, when you go through that list, when you itemize it, then you do that for yourself? Do you take yourself out to eat? Do you read yourself books at night? Do you buy yourself sweet things sometimes without asking? All of the shit that's going to be on that list, you're going to have to ask yourself, do you do that for you? And if not, that's where you start. That's what I'm tapped into. Comparison. You say, well, I want somebody to do this for me. I ain't even did it for myself. Being guarded. And then when somebody can do it for you, you don't recognize them because you don't know what real love looks like. And the person that's going to come into your life and run you through the mud, it looks like they love you because they give you attention and admiration and affection, but ain't none of that shit love. Untrue stories. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Not being you is at the bottom of the deck, because once that happens, you go through this life and you feel like if I am my real self, then nobody's really going to appreciate that. So I'm going to consume, and I'm going to buy all these things and make up another version of myself. And then you attract that version of yourself's divine life partner. This person you made up in your mind, you attract the person that's most compatible for them, not the real you. In the next 24 hours, I challenge you to love yourself a little bit. You know, you say in your mind, if I had the best partner in the world, what would they do for me today? It's that simple. You say to yourself in your mind, if you had the best partner in the world, what would they do for you today? And then rather than waiting on somebody else to do it, you do it for your motherfucking self. That's how we gonna handle that. Huh? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift? I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I can buy myself flowers and take myself, what you say? I can hold my own hand. Talk to myself for hours. Say things I don't understand. I can take myself dancing. All that good shit. Thank y'all for double tapping. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Commercial break. I thought we weren't going to be able to see each other today, man. Shit, my motherfucking Wi-Fi. I got to call these people, bro. I don't like calling customer service. I feel like it's a psychological warfare. In any case, let's get some cosmic insights over the next 24 hours. What does the Divine Collective need to know most? Something about an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. That's going to be stability, security, things rooted and founded, difficult to move. Okay, this is Empress energy, giving birth to something in the next 24 hours. A love spell. Give me some more energy. They'll be back. Somebody thought that they had trapped you. I'm trapped. I'm caught up in the middle of a two-way love affair. Leave you with a bill, leave you with a house, leave you with a child, leave you with responsibilities that they felt like you wasn't going to be able to handle. Leave you with those responsibilities. You can come back begging in the next 24 hours, baby. They thought they was going to leave you trapped. I say, shit. I feel like I put two labels on my back and started walking. I feel like you and they ain't know how strong you was. You heard me? You might have been acting feeble and weak and like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this shit. They thought they was going to leave that weight on you. You picked that shit up. If you know somebody like feigning an injury, oh, I've sprained my ankle. Please help me. I cannot walk, right? But then when your ass ain't the house, they getting everything done. You heard me? When you ain't there, they somehow it works. It's this type of energy. They thought that they was leaving you with a lot of weight that you wasn't gonna be able to carry. Shit, they told a lie. The fuck? Shit, they lied their ass off. That motherfucking ass carried that weight like a motherfucker and carrying it better than you probably would carry it if they were still around you. That's what I'm saying, gold digger. Energies in reverse. They said somebody would like to believe that you only wanted them for something material, and they ain't even had that much material. At the end of the day, they wanted to like fuck with your mind. Like they wanted you to show more gratitude, more appreciation for what they were doing. Meanwhile, you was expecting more. Step your game up, step your level up, right? It's hard. They say, okay, I'm gonna leave you with all these bills. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with these children. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with these dogs. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this responsibility, right? Since you don't think I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm gonna leave you to do it by yourself, right? Shit, you did that shit. Now, if they want to come back, they gotta come back with it. Cause you was only asking them, man, step up your game. Step up your games. You ain't doing it good enough. You ain't doing it good enough. The shit that they was trying to make you like, they feel like they was doing so much. You could do that shit with one hand tied behind your back. So how the fuck they gonna come back and try to make you feel like you need them if what you was doing with them you can now do with one hand? Bitch, you better come over here and start juggling. It's this type of energy. It's this type of energy. She a fire sign. Hello. They ain't want to be a believer. You made a motherfucker witness some shit. That's what this is. Shit. Make me a believer. Believer. Hey, shit. I didn't want to think you could do it. Thought you was just talking shit or ungrateful. You was never ungrateful. You have a certain expectation on your life. So somebody said, okay, well, you do it. You did it. They said, okay, in the next 24 hours, well, you do it then. You going to do that shit better than they would have did it. And when they come back around trying to do it, you're going to say, wait a minute, now you going to do it like I was asking you to do it, or we don't need your services anymore. Somebody's services may no longer be needed because you're going to recognize and realize you could do with one hand what they was trying to make you feel like was so fucking much. One hand, you hear me? They was trying to make you feel like it was so much. You heard me? You could do that shit with one fucking hand. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else over the next 24 hours. Shit. Oh, don't come over here. Don't hand us that. Don't come over here with no limp ass wrist. No weak ass hand. Can't carry nothing. You playing when a nigga asked you to get another bag? Nah. Stay your ass where you at. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. We're going to save that one for last. Save the best for last, face ass. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides over the next 24 hours. What is the most important message for my divine collective? What do they need to know most? To walk the nice path for the greatest good. Bumping heads. But there is somebody who, at this point, their relentless and incessant desire to get a reaction out of you is like their last shot. It's like the reason why they won't stop, the reason why they won't give up is because now they look stupid. So they either accomplish their goal or they have to like tuck their tail, turn around and go home with this like extreme failure. Because they, you know what I mean? It's like relentlessly trying, like everybody's watching them like poke at something, poke at something, poke at something, poke at something, you know, claim this ability. Everybody's watching them poke at something and claim this ability. I can get them to do this. I can get them to do this. I can get them to do this, right? And everybody's like, okay, well, you know, do it then. Now they've been doing it for so long that if they stop, it's like admitting defeat. So they just keep going because it's like that or lose. GPS energy is out here. So wherever you go, bro, you done block this person. You probably blocked this person 100 times. You probably block this person on every fucking platform. They'll make a fucking fake account. Everywhere you go, they go. Because they now are known as the person who made all of these great claims about you, but couldn't follow through on any of them. Married energy is out here. They said that you were untrustworthy, promiscuous, a gold digger, lazy. Now you got somebody else in your life. You got another job in your life. You got other things in your life, and they doing well. Everything else is thriving. The only thing that's not thriving since the separation of the two of you is them. This type of energy. Give me some more energy so they won't quit. It's incessant. It's a reprobate mind. In the Bible, it's called the reprobate mind. It's when a person does so much wrong. They've gone so far down the rabbit hole that going back is not an option. They just gonna go ahead and see when that motherfucker is this type of energy. Bad credit. This person is financially like bankrupt. Wish energy is out here, and they're like on a hope, a wish, and a prayer that you will give them some reaction, because the reaction that you give, good, bad, or neutral, is the only energy that anybody has ever given them at this time. Round and round and round and round and round. At one point in time, this person had a whole bunch of people on their bandwagon. They had people in group texts working together to try to mar your reputation, and now it's slowly dwindled. Is this type of energy. And now that the only thing they can do, feeling like shit, bumping heads, is keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. You know how he said you gotta rub the card. It gotta be jeans. You have to be wearing on jeans. This person got bad credit. And I don't think it's just talking about finances, which they probably talking about finances too. But I feel like this person has like people no longer believe in and or agree with what they are committed to. People are like, yeah, you talk a lot about that shit, but you ain't never did nothing. Not happy. They just like to talk a lot. They ain't finna do nothing. They talk a lot about what the fuck they gonna do and what they said they never did. Now you've moved on. You've moved on. You're in this divine masculine energy, emperor energy, where you are handling your business. Other people connecting with you and having better results. You get what I'm saying? Other people, ordering from your business or supporting your network. And they say, that's not the results I get. That person over that line, that's not what happened to me. It's this type of energy. This person is having to sit in the shit that they created. This is what I'm tapped into. I miss you. They want you. They just want a back and forth. Bruh. I'm talking about they just like, bro, just go back and forth with me. Just validate my existence. Just say that we knew each other once. Just say that you don't like me like I don't like you. Is this type of energy over the next 24 hours. Be aware. Ever grateful for the opportunity. I love the apathy of bitch. I love to not care about a motherfucker. Like, ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Tell me on, bro. Just give me a little bit of your attention. Just a little bit of your attention will give them life for the rest of the week. Will give them life for the rest of the month, right? Like a troll in the chat. You say one word to them, they go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. They think the feeling is mutual, right? they don't realize they watching you. They watching you. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Your attention at this time, your energy being in a certain frequency, and your attention is so valuable. You're choosing forgiveness, not for the person. You're not choosing forgiveness because this other person is deserving of your forgiveness. You're choosing forgiveness because your frequency is so valuable at this time. You can't have it being disrupted by insignificant people, by insignificant beings. Release self-limiting belief, right? It's a control mechanism. That contractual agreement, that emotion, that unforgiveness is a control mechanism that the enemy can use to distract you from what you're supposed to be doing. Embrace in my solitude. Bum, 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 bum. Embrace solitude because you're ascending at this time. And external ideas, external emotions, all of that could confuse you at this time. You're not choosing forgiveness for the other person. You're choosing forgiveness for you. And you're recognizing that God is setting you apart. That God is taking you through these experiences to make you sacred for a special use. That's how this feels. Allow yourself time to move on. Don't give no energy to it. That's what Spirit is saying. Your energy, you got the Midas touch. Don't touch on no dog shit. Don't touch on no bullshit. You ain't got time for that. Declutter. It's shit you could be doing. It is shit that you could be doing other than giving attention to a stupid bitch. Let a bitch know I forgive you. What your grandmother told you. Kill a hoe with kindness. You think that shit that they were saying for hundreds and thousands of years don't make no sense? Your grandmother told you that for a reason. She said kill that hoe with kindness. Somebody grandmother coming through for real. Practice self-discipline. Because that's what make them say, oh, because they want to say you this and they want to say you that and you want to say you the other thing. When you say, oh, I forgive you. It's not a big deal. Let's go forward and be what God wants us to be. They don't know how to react to that shit. It's this type of energy. But guess what? It's outside of your comfort zone and it's outside of theirs. And I'm going to tell you what, you never have to worry about finding a raggedy bitch. I'll tell you what, you never have to worry about finding a raggedy bitch. Going the extra mile. And that is what God is calling you to. Raggedy bitches ain't gonna be down there. You say you're tired of these raggedy bitches. Well, if you want to be tired of these raggedy bitches, you want to go where they ain't, go the extra mile. This is what I'm tapped into. And the last thing they expect of you at this time over the next 24 hours is for you to choose love and heal your relationship and say, baby, I don't want to be going back and forth with you. I don't want to be going through my life and wondering if you mad at me or if you hate me or how you feel about me. I just want to go forward and live my life. They ain't ready for that. Over the next 24 hours, you to nourish your soul and nourish theirs too. They expecting that energy that they're giving back. Be careful of matching frequencies because a bitch will drag you through the mud. You set the tone. You don't match your frequency. You don't let a bitch bring you down to their low vibrational frequency, demonic energy. You set the tone. You say, no, that might be what you used to, but this is where we at now. And if you can't come up with that up here with me, meet me at the top, I guess we won't be interacting with each other. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Y'all double tap that screen and share the live so we can share this love. Let's see what love is looking like over the next 24 hours. And whenever you see this, these messages are timeless. Let's see, missing you. This shit been coming up a lot for the collective. Just all throughout the decks that I've been using today. It has to do with somebody from the past that wants you back. I want you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's hard to say I'm sorry. I'm trying to see if it's a message in the song. And I'm going crazy without you. Overcoming challenges. This reminds me of somebody who's like, that made a promise, like, I'm going to get off of these drugs, or I'm going to get my money together, or, you know, whatever it is like that. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby, in the next 24 hours? This is a specific message for somebody who is not with somebody from the past because they was facing challenges. And they told you at that time, when I get over these challenges, I'm coming back to get you, right? And maybe you didn't believe them. Maybe you did. That's neither here nor there. But this is somebody who overcame those challenges and wondered if you're interested in connecting with them. This is what I'm tapped into. Most people in my collective are not trying to go back to nothing in the past. So this is very specific. Be the change. To me, this feels like a connection, one of those rare connections where there were all of these entities and energies kind of focused on separating something that was divine. And each of you had to go on your own separate paths in order to heal and in order to discover the divine in you. And it's time for y'all to come back together. That's what this feels like. This feels like one of those relationships where nobody wants y'all to be together. You know what I mean? Where like people will literally try to, you know, just make you see hook you up with somebody else, just on both sides of the party, right? But there's something, you know, significant about this relationship coming together. Is y'all see each other every lifetime. Y'all come together every lifetime. This is one of those relationships that's in and out, in and out, in and out of time. And someone new came out here with mutual feelings. Reaching out. Somebody from the past is going to be reaching out. You might be in a connection where you got somebody new in your energy. But that feeling that this person from the past invokes in you, I feel like that feeling is still going to be there. Let me see if I can get some clarifying energy on this. Past love. You give me one. Thank you. North Node. Okay. North Node has to do with like the lessons that you take with you moving forward. This is what you're, something or someone being a part of your future. Relationship energy is out here. This is somebody who made a promise to you at one point in time in the past when they were incapable of doing what they needed to do to be responsible. Heavy Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, intellectual. Somebody been doing the fucking work. They've been setting themselves apart, seeing themselves as sacred, seeing you as some type of god and goddess or god. And like I said, I feel like in this relationship, don't nobody want to see y'all together for their own personal reasons, right? It's like neither of you can be manipulated when y'all are together. And so people like to see y'all apart. Opposition energy is out here. And there's so much social pressure. for you to make a decision, right? For you to be like, people like, are you going to be with this person after everything that you've gone through together, after all of the shit that they've been, after that you've been through? Is this type of energy. It kind of feels like a Kurt and Rashida kind of situation where it's like, bruh, most people would say, why are y'all still together? Surprise, surprise, surprise. Energy is out here. Conflict with somebody new, divine feminine, because I love this person. That's that love that most people don't understand. Faith is out here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is a very specific message for somebody who's wondering about somebody from the past, and everybody else who ain't girl, who won't want nobody from the past. Okay, this ain't your message. But for that one person who was thinking about it, this person did the work, and that's all you got to do is you got to just make them remind them and make them show you that they did the work, and never let them forget the work that they did to get to the position that you're ready to receive them, and how y'all gonna have to continue to do work going forward. And if that is what you want, then I like that shit. And I don't let nobody tell me who to like and who not to like, because they don't gotta, eat the plate that I fixed for myself. So it's this type of energy. And that's what's coming up earlier in the week too. It was coming up early in the week that you like what you like. You don't make a plate for nobody else and just enjoyment. You season your food and you sauce your food the way you like your food seasoned and sauce. Other people might say, oh, that's too saucy, or your wings are too dry for me. Well, bitch, you ain't gotta eat my wings. Why are you over here looking at my wings any motherfucking way? It's this type of energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Thank you. What's going on with finances for the collective over the next 24 hours? Okay, it's two types of people in this world. Buyers and sellers. Thank y'all so much for the $6.98. I am so grateful for you. There are two types of people in this world, buyers and sellers. There are people who are debtors, and there are people who are in debt. And I feel like financially you're working toward being like philanthropist, or the person who is a giver, the person who is, making sales, or the person who is loaning money and making interest on that money. Not the person who is paying interest on money that they borrow. This is what I tapped into. Resign and retire. Some of you are kind of shifting in your mentality toward like leisure. Labor, leisure, labor. The letter L showing up significant. It's like where your money works for you. How are you going to continue to incur income when you're retired? What can you do that doesn't require a lot of energy and a lot of effort? That's what you're thinking about. Receipts energy is out here. I see like balancing budgets. This has been coming up a lot. I see paying the bills, but I also see somebody that's like, bruh, if you're not unemployed, but you feeling like, bruh, how can I create conditions that allow me to be able to really enjoy and live my life and not feel like I'm stuck sitting at this computer? And if I'm not sitting at this computer, then I'm gonna be out on my ass, right? You trying to find ways to make money that aren't strenuous, that aren't stressful, that don't make you feel like you in prison or like you in some type of prison is the word. Lack of freedom changes, right? You want to out of this chrysalis. You want out of this caterpillar body. You want freedom. You want to fly. It's this type of energy. So some of you are becoming the seller. Some of you are becoming the lender. And in order to that, you're going to reduce your buying. You're going to reduce your borrowing. And that's going to borrowing. And that's going to be your most powerful path forward right now, especially over the next 24 hours. It's looking into ways to reduce your borrowing and reduce your buying so that you can become the seller, so that you can become the lender. That's what I'm tapped into. Heavy on working on responsibilities, clearing debts, paying down bills, paying down credit cards, because it's like working toward this plan so you can earn your leisure. That's what this feels like over time. Maybe you're about to write something. You got this intellectual property. You're going to sell this course. You're going to sell this information. Every time somebody gets this information, they're going to pay you for it, right? It's this type of path that you're moving toward financially. At least that's what Spirit is indicating you should be. It's like thinking about retirement, like thinking about when you can't pick all this up, when your body won't allow for this type of labor. How are you going to be able to take care of yourself and the people who you love? And that's what you're beginning to consider over the next 24 hours. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Shout out to Switzerland. That seems dope. I imagine that a lot of people in Switzerland have a high credit score. I would imagine. Let's see what's tea over the next 24 hours. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. What's going on, Michelle? Thank you for tapping in. Welcome in, Lori. Ada. I have a daughter named Aiden. I'm live. McGregor. Welcome in. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. How are you doing? Thank you so much for your energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I'm grateful. I'm always like blushing and like, I'm here. Like, this is real. This is fucking real. It's always so surreal. Bro, I can't believe it. Now, let's see. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It is a pleasure each and every morning to start our day. I might have some coffee tomorrow. AYDAN. Crying over you, girl. Burl. Y'all, they. Who is this person? I'm about to find out. Girl, and you got the fuck away. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. I'm gonna find a better way. AYDAN. Love on the brain. Shh. You know, you might have been like taking heed to some advice that you were getting about what it looks like to love yourself. Then being able to identify what real love is. And somebody's mad that you won't take what they're offering anymore, right? They're also not going to do the work to be able to give you what you deserve, what you desire. This person got fake accounts. They got fake accounts out the yin yang. They thought that was going to affect you. Yeah. They thought that they could reel you into their, like having conversation with them. They thought you was going to try to seek clarity or seek understanding. What's understood ain't got to be explained. Why would you try to seek clarity with somebody who's using a fake account? What, that don't even make sense if you think it all the way through. Like, I'm going to reach out to the person who got a fake account and say, tell me who you are right now. And even if they tell me who they are, like, that's the truth. Like, I believe this person who already don't want to put their picture, already got these integrity issues, bro. You said, okay, this is a swindler. This is a thief. This person's a liar. This is an energy vampire. Where could it go? Where could it go? If you were to reach out to this person and you would say, hey, what are you doing and why? Where could it go? Like, all of a sudden they're going to become honest and integral? Nah, but they just knew that they was going to be able to rope you in and hook you into these back and forth conversations without you even knowing who you was talking to. This is somebody heavily who's used to like you when you were younger, you before you really became conscious. This person has predatory energy, especially if you've ever dated anybody that was like way older than you. It's probably that person who was way older than you because the consciousness that you have embodied now, they don't know what to do with that. Why they like them young? It's somebody who like them young, uninterested. Right, because when you was young, it was different. You were a little bit more curious. You were a little bit more investigative. Curious is the word. You're grown now. You know what it is. You don't need to do no whole bunch of research. Walk like a duck, feathers. That bitch got a beak, Aflac. You ain't gotta chase it. You don't need to analyze the feather. You say that's a motherfucking duck. Is this type of energy? Caught hungry energies out here with talking shit and into you. So now we have somebody with inordinate affections because they were always enamored by the idea of how they were mentally and emotionally abusing you based on your lack of understanding. And now because they can't talk you into anything, they're trying to rope you. You know, now that because they can't talk you into nothing like they used to be able to, they're trying to rope you in. And so they make these fake accounts, harass you under these fake accounts. They want you to say something, reply, comment. They want you to mention, make a post about it. Because then they feel like, okay, now we in energetic contract. Now we can start going back and forth. And that's all they want is just a taste of your energy. I'm talking about you all in their head rent free. I told you this person probably older. This person is an older person who benefits from the innocence and the naivety of others. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something that helps very much. Something very much. Something very much. Something. I know y'all want this deck. Y'all like this deck, so I'm gonna give it to you. Give it to me, baby. This is a collective message. Collective messages about what you can expect over the next 24 hours. Call them the daily check-ins. We do this every morning around this time. 4455 angel number. Hope I see you tomorrow too. We're going to do maybe 2 more collective messages, and then I'm going to go through the elements, and then I'll allow you to do what you need to do this morning to prepare for your day. Let's see what comes out. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and we shall see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for my divine collective? Fanatic, obsessed, and all in your face. I want you to amplify your protection. That's been coming out all week, because it's the energy of somebody who is starting to get maniacal about the fact that you have these boundaries in place. Someone with broken thinking. This is the energy of somebody who is enamored by you. They may not actually have access to you and will pretend like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you have that thing locked and loaded and ready to pull out that bag anytime somebody feel like, oh, you cool enough to just approach, or you know what I mean? It's like people getting beside themselves. People mistaking your kindness as an invitation. Not necessarily as a weakness, but as an invitation. As you're posting throughout the week, I want you to ward your pictures. This feels like an energetic vampire. This feels like somebody who self-pleasures to your pictures, to your art, to whatever it is, any type of thing. You could walk down the street. This could be somebody who sees you when you go to the bus stop. You walk down the street, you throw your trash down. They pick it up, they bring it in their house. They go to the woods or to the forest and do all kind of indiscriminate things with it. So be aware on your own. There's also this energy around being like situationally aware. So when you're walking down the street, just, not being afraid to say to a person, not verbally, I see you, but like look at them and say, okay, I see you. I see your eye features. I see your hair. I'm recognizing what you got on, right? You need to be situationally aware. You also need to be careful of like picking up paper towels off the ground, or people who could be laying tricks to try to get access to your energy is what it is. It's a snake-like, sinister, unhealthy, dangerous energy. You know how your grandmother say, if it was a snake, it would have bit you? That's what's on this board. If it was a snake, it would have bit you. So make sure that you're situationally aware, that you're paying attention to your circumstances, to what's going on around you, and to anybody who might have maniacal or psychopathic tendencies. This is what I'm tapped into heavy on. Somebody who got your picture and is milking themselves dry to it. And this is what I'm tapped into, and is creating energetic portals. So you need to be protecting yourself. I'm talking about they milking themselves dry. Somebody caught them. Somebody caught this person who can't get you off their mind, like self-pleasuring themselves to your pictures or whatever it is like that. This could be somebody in a relationship. This could be somebody like with kids and stuff like that that's losing their literal senses. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. I feel like cursing themselves. You could see somebody and they have hand issues. Like they got a hole in their hand, or something is going on with their hand, their hand breaking out, something like that. That's an indication of who this person is. This person could always try to hold your hand or touch your hand, or maybe they're a touchy-feely type of person where they want to touch on you and stuff like that. Something going on with their hands. I am going to pull some more cards on who this person is, but heavy on spiritual lawlessness. Spiritual lawlessness, right? So they doing something that isn't like considered white magic, I suppose. It is something that could be used to drain and siphon your energy, but most respectable practitioners would shy away from this type of magic. It's this type of energy. Who is this person? Give me some energy. What's up with all of these hands? The Chariot card energy is out here. Like, try driving in your car. Somebody who may not have a car, or there's something about what happens in transit. The Strength card energy is out here. Similar, kind of very, very similar energy to the Chariot, because when you thought you were safe, or when you thought things were all good, you're just going about your daily commute. Here is this like this attacker or whatever it is like that. The Tower card energy is out here. This is somebody who would be, you might look at them and go, okay, they're large, they're bigger than me, or they're stronger than me, or something like that, right? They might not be as intellectual as you. So you being situationally aware And protecting yourself is how you're going to be able to, the hangman energy is out here with the fool card, avoid this person's like wanting to catch you unaware. Temperance angel energy is out here. There's something about your intelligence. The temperance angel is an alchemist, right? A chemist. They're a scientist. Page of Swords energy is out here. And that's going to be your most powerful tool, right? Brain over brawn. Queen of Wands energy is out here. Queen of Wands, you're very magnetic at this time, and I feel like it's like almost like a nothing to you, like a given. You know that you're very magnetic. You know that you're loving yourself. You've been doing your skin routine. You've been working out. Okay, people gonna be attracted to you, but be aware of how people. There are people who don't really have control of their mind. They aren't in sound mind, and they might want to cross boundaries that aren't safe for you. Okay, something about what they doing with their hands. Knight of Cups. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Giving you a flyer, offering you a drink, like the people at Costco who give the free food. Something about the exchange of hands. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps you. Gave them money at the gas station, whatever it is like that. This is how they feel, like maybe somebody that you see at the gas station, you give them money every time you go. It's that type of energy. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's see. His hands look dry like eczema. Something going on with his hands for sure. And it's like a physical warning of where their spirit are, where their spirit is and what they be doing with their hands. That person do a lot of things with their hands, okay? Your haters are recruiting other haters. Heavy on they can't stand 10 toes down. Heavy on they need other people to corroborate their story to seem valid. They are turning others against you. They are recruiting other haters. Okay? If God is for you, who the fuck could be against you? They can go get their mama and them. That ain't gonna matter. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too. Get a dream catcher to hang over your bed. These people are working together, like in the wee hours of the morning between 5 a.m. to send nightmares and dreams to you. Hating on your creative ideas. They also want you to like stop. They want you to just stop. Like stop doing hair, stop doing nails, stop writing, stop singing, stop dancing, stop creating. They just wish you would stop. They constantly convince people that they are this and they are that, right? This person is wanting to be considered like a colleague or someone who's in the same business as you, but they can't keep up. They always talking about what they gonna do, but you always executing. So they're like, it's like the energy of wait, hey, you ain't gonna wait for me. It's like that type of energy where they need you to stop for a month or two so they can try to catch up. It's this type of energy. Seek someone to learn to do a hex breaking ritual. I feel like it came up in reverse because again we've been talking about these wars and these protective elements. It's not really getting through to you as like it should, other than this warning. Other than if you thought somebody was trying to break in your window, you heard bonk, bonk, bonk. So they're not getting in, but they are hitting the window. It's this type of energy. You're amplify your protection at this time in the slightest to the most dramatic ways, from the most subtle to the most dramatic ways. Amplify your protection at this time. Recharge your energy. One major thing that like confuses the enemy is rest. Another major thing that confuses the enemy is praise. If you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm taking a nap, I'm not doing this, then they like, I don't know what to do with that energy. And if you say, thank you, God, you know what, thank you, God, for the challenges. You know what, thank you, God, for my adversaries. You know what, thank you, God, for everybody that's coming. I know it's making me stronger. That confuses that energy as well. You will witness their karma. By them constantly trying to get you to slow down, slow down, slow down, you're going to lay around there and have a head over your shoulder looking back, and you're going to see exactly how God going to do them. Remote viewing, looking into your life with their mind. This is the energy of when you're doing something, maybe you channeling, you meditating, maybe you creating in the ways that you create, you get that heavy fog, that cloud, that thickness that comes over your consciousness. Sometimes you feel like you got to blow your nose, like hold your nose and blow so your ears can pop. These motherfuckers, that's when people are remote viewing and trying to stay, they are not able, you've said something, some incantation, maybe you're like smoking your home, saving your home, something that you did. These people are losing connection to their silver cord when they try to astral project to you. It was heavy at first. It was heavy at first in clouds, but you know, they haven't been able to do it as much because of what happens when they come out of these remote viewing sessions. They don't feel themselves, and it's difficult for them to feel completely in their body. So it's heavy on people. This person is trying to recruit people to work together, and then people heavy like, I don't want to do that because it was hard for me to get back in my body, or it's been hard for me to get my money right. Ever since I've been fucking with this person, fucking with you, my relationship hasn't been the same. So when they recruit people, when they are able to get people to go along with this bullshit, they fall off quickly because of the recompense. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something that helps. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Your time is a very precious resource, something that you don't easily get back. So every moment that we share, I want you to know I appreciate you, and I hope I'm saying something that helps. Welcome, welcome. Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. We're going to do a quick reading over the next 24 hours for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo to see what the most important message is. Leave a like. Leave a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with somebody who likes this type. The star card energy is out. Okay, it's like people are looking to you for the answer. It's like people are looking to you to demonstrate something. I'm sick of this Page of Cups. If you have been with us this week, then you know that Page of Cups been hop, skipping, and jumping through this thing. It's a skunk. It's a stinky pussy. It's not really even a kitty cat. It's a skunk. The star card energy is out here with the Emperor card. I like this energy because I feel like you're showing people until a phantom pulls up. That's how this feels. And the crazy part about it is a Chrysler 300 does look like a phantom until a phantom pulls up. And then you can easily see and note the difference between a Chrysler 300 and a phantom. I don't care what year it is. I don't even know they still make those cars. It's this type of energy. Page of Pentacles energy is out of the Page of Cups. I feel like the obstacle in this energy is that it feels intrusive. And it feels disrespectful when people learn from you and they grow from you and they never give you credit. But I don't think that's what God wanted it for. I think God put you in a position of power and authority for you to get the recompense that comes with that power and authority. And it's natural for people to say, oh, wow, this person has it together, or they're getting it together. How can I be more like them? That's what that feels like. I feel like that's intrusive, or it feels like there's no gratitude for everything that you're giving, but it's growth in the collective, right? There's so much growth in the collective, so you can think about how moving forward somebody will be in a position to heal you because of how many people your words and your emotions have healed. It's this type of energy. Eight of Swords energy is out here with the Empress. Emperor, Empress, the star card, right? Like, it's like almost like Spirit saying everything that you're doing, all of the energy and effort that you're putting into the world, God is going to be in charge of how that comes back to you. You might be feeling at this time like people don't give you credit for everything that they take from you, from everything that they learn from you, for how you walk into this space and you give instruction without opening your mouth. Thank you so much, Irish. I really appreciate you. But this is the effect that it's having. And you know who gonna pay you? You know who gonna reward you? You know who gonna give you the results? Not just in the money or the cars or the clothes or the hoes, but in the magic that flows through you. God will. And that's what you need to know. Yeah, it's like, if you remember the conversations that you had with God before you got into this position where people were mimicking you and mocking you, well, not really mocking you, but mimicking you, trying to embody you, right? You said, God, I just want you to not let my situations, everything I've gone through, be in vain. I want to be an example for the collective, and that's what you're doing. Eight of Cups energy is out here. Don't give away your gifts. Like Ariel, when she wanted to meet Prince Eric, she wanted legs. She needed to walk on water, and she gave up her voice. Be aware of this. Five of Wands energy is out here. That shit bite like Mike Tyson, okay? Six of Cups energy is out here. At one point in time in your life, you was like, just put me in a position of power and authority. Even if nobody gives me credit, I just want to have some type of rule. Now you're in this position of rule. And you know who gonna pay you. You know who gonna reward you. You know where the results gonna come from? God. That's why you don't need their recognition. And you don't need them to say, oh, you know what? I got this from you. Because God gonna make sure that it's known. Hangman energy is out here with the Ace of Cups. That's what I'm tapped into. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Hold your emotion. Continue to express and exhibit what God told you to express and exhibit the divine energy flowing through you, and God is going to pay you for that. And it's not going to be a whole bunch of people, whoever they are, saying, yay, we see you and we learn from you. No, it's going to be so much more than that. It's going to be the manifestation of your magic, you know? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. You don't need people to say, I got this from you, I got this from you. The results of your meditation, the results of your prayer work, the results of your shadow work being the manifestation, being you being a generator, operator, destroyer in your own right. God, in your own right. That's the results you want. You don't need nobody saying, oh, you did such a good job. You don't need that. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, you don't need nobody to say, you, good job. No, the results that come with the work that you're doing, that's what you need. You know how they saying, you need that? That's what you need. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps y'all. Double tap that screen and share the live. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, double tap that screen and share the live so we can share this love. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus over the next 24 hours. The Hierophant. I also saw the Empress. It was the High Priestess part of me. I also saw the High Priestess as I was shoveling, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant out here, it has to do with a calling, being called, and being elected to a position. Just kind of like how I was talking about with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, because the role that you're in has an impact on the collective, and at times could be thankless, but your reward comes from a divine space. This is about being called and elected, and we know that many are called, but few are chosen. Who is that? What is his name? The little rat from Ninja Turtles. What is his name? The Seven of Swords energy is out here with the Ten of Pentacles. What's the little mouse name on Ninja Turtles? Master Splinter? Is that his name? Master Splinter? Okay. It's almost like the role that God is like offering you that will lead you to this legacy that you're creating feels like going in the sewer with a bunch of turtles and getting lost in radioactive juice to transform into humanoid creatures. Seven of Swords energy is right. Ten of Pentacles, right? Like, wait a minute, God. You say you want me to go in this hole? You say, wait a minute, God. You say you want me to go in this hole with these turtles and eat this pizza? What? I'm confused. That's how this feels to me. Hold on. Who was this? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. My God, are you trying to trick me? You said what? You want me to do what now? God say, I need you to go down this hole. I'm going to splash you with radioactive juice. When I do that, you're going to transform into a humanoid rat. You got to teach them karate so they can save the city, man. Like, what? Sound like a bunch of bullshit. You said teach them karate. Over the next 24 hours, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it could seem that God might be asking you to do some work, put some work in. The Magician card, as I'm saying that, there's heavy on this energy of training, right? Like, it's like, you know how Master Splinter had to train the Ninja Turtles, and how this, I don't never know his name from Power Rangers, but how he trained the Power Rangers, and both of them was teaching martial arts. There's this demonstration of discipline over the next 24 hours. The Queen of Pentacles. There's this Ten of Pentacles. There's this demonstration of discipline over the next 24 hours that might feel like it's a joke, or feel like you gotta be fucking kidding me, right? Feel like a Jim Carrey type of energy. Queen of Cups energy is out here, but I feel like you're coming into the awareness of your own personal power and how that power affects other people. Miss Honey, right? Because Matilda was, she had these telepathic, she could telekinetic. She had these telekinetic abilities, and in the wrong environment, right? What activated Matilda's telekinetic abilities? When she was angry, right? But Miss Honey made her happy. It's this type of energy that's showing up. There's some ability that you have to quell the beast in something, and your spirit team is asking you to demonstrate that or to teach that to others. It feels like some type of like, what? You want me to do what? You want me to sneak out my house and go to the party? My dad said I couldn't go. It feels like this type of, I can't believe God is asking me to do this energy. Give me some more for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Queen of Pentacles showed up twice. I feel like God is bringing you out into some situation and circumstance to be a demonstration to others. Ten of Pentacles. And you might ask yourself while you're going through this, like, let's say you get a job and you go in your office and you say, God, why the fuck am I here? what the hell are you trying to teach me, right? And you supposed to be this light, this beacon of light, this light bringer to a place that's full of darkness. That's what I'm tapped into. And it is going to come with reward, and there is some type of accolade and achievement. But I also feel like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially over the next 24 hours, you feel like being a substitute teacher, because you're going to ask God, what did I do to get here? And you didn't do anything wrong. God is bringing you in that situation, in that circumstance, to be a demonstration. That's what this feels like. Look at Alice in Wonderland. You're going to say, how the fuck? What am I doing here? It'll be so that you can be a demonstration to those people, and you'll likely learn something. You'll likely learn something about associations, affiliations, and who you actually are. It's a reality check, especially over the next 24 hours, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, where you're going to find yourself in an environment and you're going to go, God, how did I get here? And I feel like you do fall on your knees in prayer. And I feel like you teach those people that you're rubbing shoulders with a lot about how they can show up in the world. And you learn places, people, and things you do not want to be in proximity with. Hello, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it's two-way street. Okay, you learn that you need to get your shit together and do better, and I learned that I don't want to be over here. Where can I get out of here from? That's what that felt like to me. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Over the next 24 hours, let's look into your energy to see what the most important message is. King of Pentacles, well, the Queen of Pentacles just winning in the day. King of Pentacles is like focusing on responsibilities. Five of Swords energy is out here. And this is like distractions. This is like... They said something about co-parenting, but this is like somebody intentionally doing stuff like, you trying to take care of business, you trying to put things together, you trying to build things, right? Now here comes somebody playing fucking mind games. My ship is at B5, your ship is at C3, whatever it is like that, right? Like instead of just being direct in communication so that you can work together to make things amicable, no, it's secrets and making shit difficult. Like over the next 24 hours, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, there's going to be some complex communication out here. It's like people intentionally withholding information so that they can get a reaction out of you, so that they can maintain control in a situation that they feel like they're losing control in, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because you've been so temperate and kind of focused on establishing something, right? This could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's like holding some information hostage, or if they're not holding information hostage, they're not communicating with you correctly because they want to fuck up your work. Eight of Pentacles, energies are the King of Pentacles. That's Nine of Pentacles, Temperance Angel. I think that you're going to have to find a workaround. That's what it is. I think that you're going to have to surmise in your mind that this person is intentionally, like, let's say you got an interview. Prime example, you got an interview. You got to be at the interview at a certain time, so they need to be to you at a certain time so you can leave to be there on time. And they're playing all of these mind games, not answering the phone, on the bus. They want to be able to control the outcome of your circumstances and make you need them. So you have to not give them that power. So rather than needing a ride, get it on the bus. Get your Uber. Take a taxi, whatever it is like that. But in the ways that they think they go undermine your plan, you can't give them the access. It's the devil card energies out here. I'm telling you, Empress energies. This could be a mother figure, a baby mother figure, a feminine who wants to be divine, but is not acting in her divine feminine at this time. Three of Wands energies out here with the Empress and the Page of Swords. I don't know. This is somebody who wants you to feel. They want you to do what they want you to do. And if you don't do what they want you to do, they want you to feel like, well, when I don't do what that person wants me to do, my life isn't right. Right? So in whatever ways that they get, this is like, okay, I give you a ride to work every day. Now you wouldn't let me borrow $50. So now your ride to work is at risk, right? Well, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm bringing in obligations that weren't a part of the original agreement, or whatever it was like that. Now you compromise. Your integrity is compromised when you need a backup. I shouldn't have the power to change your livelihood like that. That's what's on this board, because it's heavy on somebody trying to like overuse or be like what is it called? Like power hungry. They want to overuse the power that they have in your life to get you to do more than you agreed to. That's how this feels, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Three of Cups energy is out here. 333 angel number. Three of Wands. The Empress with the Three of Cups. 333 angel number. It really just feels like feminine energy. It could also be like a feminine energy that's being influenced by some lower vibrational women to act in ways that aren't like that is not natural to them. In any case, you need to be in a position to where whatever that woman got going on won't affect you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Save the best for last face. It has Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is the most important message? What do my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini need to know most to walk their highest path for the greatest good over the next 24 hours period? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. What do they need to know most? The Star card, okay? This is similar to Virgo energy. Like, you guys are being, like, recognized. The Temperance Angel energy is out here. Really, really identifying low vibrational energies, understanding what ingredients, what, like, elements you need to use to alchemize that energy, tempering, like, using that information to change the energy that's present into what's something that's more pleasant. The Nine of Cups energy is out here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The next 24 hours are going to be filled with, like, a lot of fulfillment, but that's if you don't, like, I think the biggest obstacle is that you pretend to be something that you're not. That's going to be the biggest obstacle. If you recognize the energy that's coming towards you and you don't let other people convince you that that's not the energy, you can transmute that energy and you can make it work for you. But if you try to be something that you're not, which will make you not utilize the skills that you cultivated in certain environments. He was a prince. He was pretending to be a prince. He really was a street rat. His street rat abilities gave him this foresight and the intuition and his perception. But because he was pretending to be a prince, his foresight and his intuition and his perception was off. So he didn't recognize Jafar as a traitor or as a enemy until the end. Right? So biggest obstacle that you face in this situation or circumstance over the next 24 hours is that you try to be something that you're not. And because you're trying to be something that you're not, the skills that come from being who you are, you don't utilize them. You have to hide them. You have to suppress them, and something gets past you. Okay, Page of Pentacles energy is out here. The Ace of Cups. Your magic is growing. Your love. Don't let nobody make you hide your horns, Maleficent. Don't go into no situations or circumstances where your power, your practice, who you are, your most authentic self is not accepted. Miss Queen of Cups energy is out here. Miss Honey. You have this ability to quell people's anger. You know what I mean? You have this ability to be able to transmute people's energy into energy that can work for you. But that's when you being yourself. And if you step outside of who you are to fit into some character of what the world wants you to fit into because of this star energy, peer pressure, and that type of energy, then you'll step outside of alignment with your most powerful self. This ability that you have, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups, to get around somebody that's magical and transmute their energy into more magic. The Hierophant is out here with the Nine of Pentacles. Very, very powerful energy. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles is 10 Pentacles. Queen of Cups with Nine of Cups is 10 Cups. There's also an Ace of Cups energy is out here with the High Priestess and the Six of Pentacles. You might be scared to identify your intuition. You might be scared to outwardly express your intuition over the next 24 hours, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There could be social demands that make you feel conspicuous around saying, I got a feeling around this motherfucker. When you know the feelings is what got you in the position that you in at this time. So if the things that's been working, don't try to reinvent the wheel. When your spidey senses get to tingling, acknowledge them because it's preparing you for something to come in the future. If this new social circle, social paradigm has you wanting to question your spidey senses, then you're not going to make it far in this place. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Let me see. Can I find one more oracle for the collective over the next 24 hours? What do they need to know most? What do you need to know most to walk your highest path? Thank you for the greatest good. I did what's T. What's T? Let's see the Skipperish oracle deck. Over the next 24 hours for the Divine Collective, thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. 131313 as the number. I appreciate your time. If you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who likes this type of shit. You're going to get a general message over the next 24 hours, and I'll let you enjoy your day. Go forward, be powerful on purpose. One more message. I'm up. Manipulation. This strings. It might be bugs on some of you mugs, but it ain't no bugs on Divine One. This is like Pinocchio. It ain't no strings on me. Intuitive care and thoughts and achievements. God gets to decide if you are successful. Never allow anyone to make you think that they can take something from you that God gives. How they gonna take something from you that God gave you? If it's your house, then guess what God gonna make sure you get? The house. If it's your inheritance, guess what God gonna make sure you get? That inheritance. And whatever gotta go with it, gotta go with it. So if you start to believe and agree in your mind that somebody can take something from you, that somebody has something that is yours, then that thought will grow. And it will grow and it will fester in your mind. And next thing you know, people all over the world are having shit that's yours. But if you know, baby, what God has for me, it is for me. And no man can interrupt that. Then it's only a matter of time until what's yours is placed in your hand. And you don't have to do anything. You just got to continue to be who God is calling you to be. And it's people that's trying to manipulate you, pull your strings by making you think it's something you have to do to get what God got for you. And you don't. You ain't got to do shit. God already had that for you when you was formed in your mother's womb. He already knew it was gonna be yours. And they ain't nobody, ain't no person, ain't no man strong enough on this planet to stop you from getting what God has for you over the next 24 hours. I'm talking about real love. It's not based off that. This is that real unconditional shit. It's not based off of nothing that you do. It's not based off of nothing that you do or nowhere you go, no errands that you run. It's not based off of how you dress or how other people view you. God gonna give it to you because God loves you. That's why, for his name's sake, the psalm says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul for his name's sake. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And that's what you need to know. And it's entities and energies that's trying to make you believe that it's something that you got to do or it's a way that you got to move. And it's none of those things. The only thing you got to do is let God have his peace. And he going to give you everything that's for you. Obsession energies out here because somebody wants your brain focused on something that God don't want your brain focused on. They want you obsessed. They want you maniacal. They want you arguing with people behind fake accounts. They want you chasing behind imaginary inheritance and shit like that. They want your mind gone. You need to focus on what God got for you. And if it's for you, then it's going to come right to you. And there's nothing extra that you got to do. And that's what that is. Divination energy is out here with awakening. Keep going to God and saying, God, what do you want me to do? And doing those things that God is asking you to do. And everything that is yours, just do, is going to come to you. That's what I'm tapped into. Poverty energy is out here. Manipulation energy. If these people have their way, they're going to have your mind so gone, arguing with fake accounts and chasing behind imaginary inheritances that you can't do what you're supposed to do with the inheritance that God has already given you through your magic. They're going to have you chasing behind this over here and that over there that you can't do what's right here in your hand. And so make sure you're focused. Mature woman at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you got this. 1717 angel number. I love you so much. I appreciate your time, the energy, the love, and support. If you're interested in getting a private and personal reading, you can check out my Linktree. The Linktree is TarotonDex. You can also go to my website, www.TarotonDex.com, and I'm grateful for you. The time, the energy, the love, and support. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose, wholeness. Infinite water's flowing through you. Take it easy.